Hey guys, day 292 of my 365-day adventure. And today I'm talking about speak life over your life. We want to speak life because we can speak life or we can speak death. Our words can make us or they can break us. And not only us, but we can do that to other people. And, there's that cliche saying of, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can never hurt me. And it couldn't be more wrong because sometimes when things are said, a belief is created. And when that belief is created, we literally start to function within that belief. So within those beliefs, we start taking actions that are aligned with it, and we start feeling ways that are aligned with it. And then we start to create things in our life that really aren't a part of what we know our higher self is wanting. And it's because maybe somebody said something to us and then we believed something about ourselves. So even looking at what's going on in the world and these systems that we are recognizing, have put these beliefs kind of in our minds subconsciously or consciously, depending on, a lot of factors. But it's looking at these things and knowing that some of these things have really hurt people. And when we hurt people and they start to believe less of themselves or whatever, it's like, how is that going to start to show up in the world? Like, how will they start to act? What will they believe about themselves? Like, then what will they take actions on in their life or not take actions on? Or what will they manifest or whatever, all these things, right? So I want us to be speaking life because it is so crucial that we take responsibility for how we, in a sense, co-create in other people's lives. But the other thing is like speaking life over your own self, because the majority of what I say, it's like your words can be your own worst enemy, right? Like we know how to abuse ourselves more than an abuser would know how to abuse us. And so I really want to encourage just speaking life over yourself, the people around you, and what is happening in our world, because it will make a world of difference. And I really want to distinguish that that doesn't mean that we just discard what's happening. It's all about acknowledging what's happening and being honest and real with that and honoring what that is and really looking at it and saying, where can I take my own responsibilities in it? And I think that's what a lot of us have been doing. And then the next steps are then being like, this didn't work. This did not work in my life for whatever reasons. And I acknowledge that. And I no longer want to believe this. And I understand why this was so prevalent in my life. And now that I know that, what am I going to choose differently? What am I going to choose now? Because I know I don't want to choose this. So what am I going to choose? And I'm going to choose something else because now this no longer is running the show. This is no longer a belief that I'm going to hold on to, right? Whether that belief was told to me or whether I told myself something based on, again, something that happened to me. And I said, oh, I suck, or I whatever, or I'm never going to get ahead because of whatever, And so once we acknowledge that again, next step is start to really speak life over you, over your communities, over the world. So for me right now, it's, yeah, there's a lot of things that aren't working, but this is the greatest opportunity. There's so many great things that can come out of this. And I'm speaking life over it and still being able to acknowledge what didn't work, right? So it's not just about like, oh, the world is great. I mean, I do. I believe the world is great. Even in the breakdowns, I see the greatness. I truly do. Because again, I'm looking at the end in mind, right? So speak life, you guys. Like start declaring. Like we have done a lot of our own, digesting of things this week. We have seen a lot of ugly, right? Acknowledge it, take responsibility, all these things. Everyone's going to be in a different space of that. And when you're ready, speak life. Declare how you want it to go. Start to be like, this is how it's going to go. And these are those signs that I'm seeing where people are going, they mess with the wrong generation because this generation believes something different, which means they will show up in the world in a completely new way, which then what? It shifts the world. You get to create your own reality, guys. It takes time. The consciousness has to evolve. We have to do this together. It takes time because we're all one in the end. We really are. And when we start to realize that, that's why we're stronger together. But it's going to take time, but we're here right now for whatever reasons we are, based on whatever belief systems you have, that you get to choose. And if you don't like where it's at right now, choose differently. choose differently, and speak life over that. Go with what feels good. That's always going to be your inner truth. Go with what feels good. Speak life, speak life, speak life. And even when you start to feel, I can't really just say that because I don't believe it, there's a couple words you can say. You can use the word open, starting, and let's do one more, willing. So you can say, I'm willing to see the positive side of this. I'm starting to feel that this is going to happen, right? Whatever it is that you want to declare. I'm open to seeing the breakthroughs here. I'm open to seeing what the other side has to say. But when we start saying words like willing and open and starting, those are just some of the words that you can start implementing into your sentences when you don't feel like you can be like, we're going to win this battle. If you're still like, I don't know if we are, you can say, well, I'm open to it, and I'm willing to start leaning into that. And it just takes those little things that then it's a little bit easier for the subconscious to buy. And we just want to keep selling the subconscious beliefs that really will work for the future that we really want. All right? So hope that is helpful. Have fun speaking life. It is fun. And know that it's a process. It takes time. It's inner work. But as long as you just keep going, one step in front of the other, things start to reveal itself. And the biggest game is just build that relationship with you so you can start to trust.